Have you ever felt like the weight of the world is pressing down on your shoulders, making it difficult to see a way forward? Perhaps it's a relentless workload, personal challenges, or the unpredictable chaos of life that leaves you feeling overwhelmed. You are not alone. In moments like these, when life seems unmanageable, the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy might hold the remedy you've been looking for. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless or detached. Instead, it's about cultivating a mindset that allows you to navigate life's storms with grace and resilience. Today, we'll explore how these timeless teachings can transform your perspective and empower you to deal with life's inevitable challenges. Imagine for a moment the great Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, known not just for his rule over one of the largest empires in history, but also for his introspective journaling, which later became meditations. Picture him during a time of great unrest, leading Rome through battles and political strife, all while dealing with personal tragedies. Yet amidst such chaos, Aurelius found solace in Stoic philosophy. One story that strikes a chord is when he was facing the Parthian War. Instead of succumbing to the anxiety of an uncertain outcome, Aurelius spent his mornings writing reflective thoughts that guided him through the turbulence. He reminded himself that while he couldn't control external events, he had profound control over his reactions and judgments. By accepting what was outside his influence and focusing on his internal state, he managed to govern with wisdom and patience. This anecdote highlights that even in positions of great power and pressure, the principles of Stoicism can provide clarity and courage. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the premise that while you cannot control the world, you can control your response to it. This concept is beautifully encapsulated in the dichotomy of control, a fundamental Stoic idea. Imagine your mind as a garden. Some seeds are planted by you, like your intentions and reactions, while others are scattered by the wind, such as external events and other people's actions. Your role, then, is to tend to the seeds you've planted, nurturing them and pulling out the weeds of negative thoughts and distractions. The garden will never be perfect, but by focusing on what you can control, your own plants, you maintain a sense of peace and order amidst chaos. It's interesting to note that this philosophy doesn't encourage passivity. On the contrary, it empowers proactive engagement with life. When Epictetus, a former slave turned Stoic teacher, spoke of the discipline of desire, he wasn't advocating for a life devoid of ambition. Rather, he suggested aligning our desires with values, ensuring they lead us towards true fulfillment rather than fleeting pleasure. Consider the analogy of sailing a ship. The sea's currents and winds are beyond your control, but you can adjust your sails and navigate according to your destination. Similarly, by understanding what you truly value and desiring accordingly, you set a course for a meaningful life, irrespective of the tempest around you. Another core tenet of Stoicism is the notion of amor fati, or the love of fate. This idea challenges us to embrace whatever life throws our way, not with mere acceptance, but with a sense of love and gratitude. Imagine receiving an unexpected rain shower during a carefully planned picnic. Instead of dwelling on the ruined outing, a Stoic would revel in the spontaneity of nature, perhaps dancing joyously in the rain. This ability to see the silver lining, to find joy even in the unexpected, turns life's setbacks into beautiful detours. But how do we bring these ancient ideas into our morning routines and everyday life? Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, faced with the usual hustle and bustle of a busy day. You can start by practicing the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. Set aside a quiet moment to contemplate the potential challenges you might face. Instead of inviting worry, this practice prepares your mind, allowing you to confront these possibilities with poise and resilience. Perhaps there's an upcoming meeting you're nervous about. Visualize it not going as planned, and then picture how you will navigate it with patience and understanding. By engaging with these scenarios beforehand, you cultivate a calm readiness that can make a significant difference. So what does this look like in practice? Let's explore some practical steps you can incorporate into your daily routine to tap into the power of Stoic philosophy. First, consider practicing gratitude regularly. Each morning or evening, take a few minutes to jot down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple act shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you have, aligning your mindset with the Stoic appreciation for the present. Over time, you'll find yourself more attuned to moments of joy and less swayed by minor disturbances. Next, embrace the exercise of voluntary discomfort. In a world that often prioritizes comfort, challenge yourself by stepping out of your comfort zone regularly. This could be as simple as taking a cold shower or refraining from your favorite treat. The idea isn't to induce suffering, but to build resilience. When you voluntarily expose yourself to discomfort, you become more adaptable and less fearful of life's unavoidable hardships. By doing so, you prepare yourself to handle adversity with greater composure and strength. Moreover, prioritize the practice of self-reflection. As Marcus Aurelius did, you might keep a journal where you pen down your thoughts, reflections, and learnings each day. This exercise is not just about recording events, but about understanding your reactions to them. What triggered your anxiety today? How did you respond? What can you learn from this experience? By regularly reflecting, you gain insights into your patterns and behaviors, allowing you to grow and make adjustments where necessary. Another practical Stoic application is the art of mindful speech. Rather than speaking impulsively, pause and consider the impact of your words. Think about the tranquility this brings to your interactions. Imagine a heated conversation with a colleague. By taking a moment to breathe and assess your words, you diffuse tension and promote understanding. This mindful communication fosters better relationships and a calmer mental space, leaving you with fewer regrets about spoken words. Equally important is the commitment to living in accordance with virtue. In every decision, align your actions with principles like courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. When faced with moral dilemmas or challenging choices, ask yourself, what would the Stoics do? This alignment with virtue ensures that your actions reflect your core values, leading to a life of integrity and fulfillment. Imagine you're at a crossroads, unsure whether to stand up for something you believe in at the risk of personal loss. A Stoic would encourage you to act with courage, knowing that living authentically is far more rewarding than compromising principles for temporary gain. As we weave these practices into our daily lives, the essence of Stoicism gradually becomes a natural response to life's challenges. The philosophy is not about eliminating emotions, but understanding them. Not about detaching from the world, but engaging with it more wisely. By embracing these Stoic practices, you cultivate a mindset that is not swayed by the winds of fortune. You become like a tree, deeply rooted, resilient against storms, and reaching for the sun. To wrap things up, the wisdom of Stoic philosophy offers a transformative lens through which we can view the world. It reminds us that while we may not have control over the events that occur in our lives, we possess the power to choose our reactions. By embracing principles such as the dichotomy of control, amor fati, and aligning our desires with our values, we equip ourselves to face life's unpredictable journey with grace and strength. So as you move forward, consider integrating these Stoic practices into your life, and watch as your perspective shifts from one of overwhelm to one of empowered serenity. Remember, the real power lies within you, waiting to be harnessed.